Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Caitlyn Jenner, stuck in Israel, shares horrific damage pics. Former U.S. Olympian gold medalist and influencer Caitlyn Jenner recently shared posts while in Israel. During her time, she shared posts of her time in the country. This included an account of a recent missile strike. In addition, Jenner appeared in a post in another person's social media account while in a bomb shelter. Jenner is a retired Olympic gold medal-winning decathlete. After coming out as a trans woman in 2015, Jenner has since become known as a transgender rights activist. Beforehand, Jenner became known to audiences after appearing on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, having been married to Kris Jenner from 1991 to 2015. Since then, Jenner has also established herself as a social media influencer. Jenner recently traveled to Tel Aviv. She was in the country for the Pride Month parade in the city, which had been scheduled for Friday. During her time, Jenner shared various images of her time in the country. This past Friday, Jenner shared a post about being in bomb shelters in Tel Aviv. This took place as Iran launched retaliatory missile strikes against the area. In a post on X, Jenner shared, "We are back in the shelters in Tel Aviv. This looks like it is the third wave of attack from Iran." That morning, Jenner also shared a photo from the Western Wall in the Old City of Jerusalem. A caption read, "Yesterday in Jerusalem. My heart is with Israel now and forever. Evil shall not prevail." Jenner also included Israeli and U.S. flag emoji. Later, Jenner shared a photo of the missiles. In a caption, Jenner wrote, "A quiet night in Tel Aviv. There is not a place I'd rather be than with the brave people of Israel. God, please continue to shield and protect us." Jenner had also appeared elsewhere on social media. An Israeli man identified as Regev Gur shared a photo of himself with Jenner on X. In the photo, Jenner could be seen enjoying a glass of wine while in the bomb shelter. A translation of Gur's caption read, "What were you doing with the alarms? Because I'm drinking wine with Caitlyn." As noted by Fox News, an Iranian missile strike took place this past Friday, hitting cities throughout Israel. This led to serious damage and dozens of injuries. Fox News chief foreign correspondent Trey Yingst reported on the event live near the country's military headquarters, the Kiryat. Yingst shared that one floor was flooded and another completely exploded, noting various buildings were flooded or destroyed. According to the publication, through Majan David Adam, 34 people were injured in the strikes. This ranged from people critically hurt to those who had light injuries from the debris. All were said to be taken to hospitals. Have you been following this story? Have you been following Caitlyn Jenner's posts? Make sure you come back for all the latest reality TV and celebrity news. It was supposed to be a quick trip. A few photo ops, a couple of speaking engagements, perhaps a sunrise over the Dead Sea, and then back to California in time for dinner. But the world doesn't always care for itineraries, and Caitlyn Jenner found herself in the middle of a nightmare that unfolded like a film script gone rogue. On June 18, Caitlyn landed in Tel Aviv with her usual poise, dressed in desert-appropriate neutrals, sunglasses large enough to shroud both identity and exhaustion. Israel welcomed her with open arms. At first, the week was packed. A keynote speech at a women's empowerment conference, a tour of Jerusalem's Old City, and a philanthropic visit to LGBT+ youth centers in Jaffa. Spirits were high, and social media captured the glow of hope and human connection. But hope has a sharp edge in this region of the world. On June 19, at approximately 2:45 p.m. local time, sirens screamed through Tel Aviv. For many locals, this was routine, terrifying, but familiar. For Caitlyn, it was like stepping into a different reality, one with no script, no cameras, and no luxury trailers to hide in. An unexpected missile barrage, part of a fresh escalation between militant factions and Israeli forces, rocked the area. Within minutes, the safe and structured itinerary Caitlyn had followed disintegrated into rubble, noise, and fear. Her team tried to evacuate. Flights were canceled. Roads were blocked. Tensions escalated. News agencies began reporting dozens of strikes across central Israel, and even Jerusalem's ancient walls shook with the thunder of impact. Caitlyn was stuck, physically, emotionally, spiritually, trapped in a reality very different from the carefully controlled celebrity life she usually led. And then she started to post. It began with a single photo, a shattered hotel window with a plume of smoke rising in the distance. The caption was terse. "Safe for now, but this is real. Pray for everyone here. #Israel under attack." Over the next 48 hours, Caitlyn's Instagram and X, formerly Twitter, feeds turned into a raw, unfiltered diary of survival. Not just hers, but that of the people around her. The concierge who refused to leave the lobby until all guests were in the bomb shelter. The teenage girl who handed her a bottle of water while explosions lit the sky. The IDF soldier who calmly told her, "Just breathe. We've done this before." She posted a photo of a playground shredded by debris, the remnants of a child's red tricycle twisted and burned. "This was where kids played hours ago. I can't describe how wrong this feels." In one particularly heart-wrenching story, she shared a clip of a hospital hallway in Ashkelon, converted into a makeshift shelter. Mothers, babies, elderly, packed shoulder to shoulder. Caitlyn sat cross-legged on the floor, makeup smeared, voice trembling. You think you're prepared for anything until you see a NICU baby being moved underground because the hospital's windows aren't blast-resistant. I've never felt so small. It was, perhaps, the most humanizing glimpse of Caitlyn Jenner the world had seen in years. Not the athlete, not the reality TV icon, not the political provocateur, just a person caught in chaos, trying to understand a world far more complex than she'd ever known. By June 21, Caitlyn and a handful of other stranded foreigners were taken to a protected military base near Haifa. The Israeli government, stretched thin from the crisis, was working with various embassies to extract visitors. In the meantime, Caitlyn continued sharing updates, not with glamour or drama, but with empathy and astonishment. She posted an image of a religious Jew and a Muslim doctor working side by side in a field clinic. Pain doesn't discriminate, neither should we. In another video, her voice cracked as she narrated a drive through a bombed-out stretch of highway. You see this on the news, but nothing compares to the silence afterward. It's not peace, it's just absence. Back in the US, reactions ranged from shock to admiration. Celebrities reposted her images. News networks picked up her clips, and humanitarian organizations praised her for raising awareness of the civilian toll. For once, Caitlyn's name trended not because of controversy, but because she was offering a raw look into what survival looks like when the cameras aren't rolling. Critics, of course, still found their voice. Some accused her of sensationalism. Others questioned why a celebrity's narrative was overshadowing local voices. But even many skeptics admitted her platform was bringing global eyes to a region far too many had ignored until fire and fury made it unavoidable. By June 23, Caitlyn was safely evacuated via a joint effort by the U.S. Embassy and Israeli forces. She boarded a military aircraft bound for Cyprus before catching a private flight back to Los Angeles. When she touched down, she didn't immediately head to the talk show circuit.